live. We're here at the SBC PBR Let's Ride podcast, live in this cold, stormy night here in Pueblo, Colorado. We have James Powers on the line, all the way from Thailand. Ireland boxer, 19 years old, 5-0, 4 knockouts, man. How you doing? And first, man, thank you for your time, all the way across the world.
I'm good, man. Thank you. Thank you for having me on. Pleasure to be here.
So, tell me, how did you get into boxing?
So I began boxing at 9 years old. I was just another kid. Went into the gym, but the moment I stepped through the doors, I knew that this was the path I wanted to go down. I remember, that night after the training session, coming home to my mother and saying, "This is what I want to do for the rest of my life." She told me, "Wait a few weeks and make sure this is exactly what I wanted to do." My opinion didn't change. My vision, never altered, and she's been behind me ever since. She's been supporting me throughout the past decade. I turned professional then at the age of 17. It's something I always wanted to do.
What type of consistency, training, passion that you have to have for this particular sport and your drive, what was that like, starting at such an early age and then being able to become pro at 17, 5-0, you're traveling the world? What type of dedication, mindset did you feel like you instilled? Or let me ask you this, because at the end of the day, it had to be what made you feel separate from other people. Because to have that mindset and have that mentality, you definitely think you're different, and you're okay with separating yourself from others. How was that? How did this come about, and what is your thought on that?
Yeah, so to have, I suppose, that mindset at 9 years old, I have to give the credit to my environment and the people I was around, my family, my friends, even the teachers at school, and the people I was with in the gym. They all, I suppose, shaped me into the person I was and the person I am today. That mindset I wasn't born with, so it was just a product of the environment. Yes, I suppose I did feel a little different from, I suppose, the other kids. When they were going out after school to parties or things like that, I was investing my time into this sport, but I haven't seen it as, a sacrifice, because this is what I wanted to do. If I wanted to go out and enjoy myself every, weekend and go down to the pub or the nightclubs, I would, but I don't want to do that. I want to do this sport. I want to perform at the best of my ability, represent everyone that helps me, my family, my friends, my team, with pride and with respect. And the only way I can do that is by being 100% ready, and that means focusing all my time and energy into this sport. So I don't see it as, a sacrifice. I see it as an investment, and it's my choice at the end of the day. It's what I want to do.
Man, bro, I got chills. Like, I love focus. I'm serious, man. Like, I love focus. I love just being able to be different, think different, but allowing yourself to walk in your greatness. A lot of people think about how great they can be, but the hard part is really to walk in it. And to hear a kid, and I don't mean to keep calling you a kid, you just look so young in the face, but to be able to walk into your greatness and hear you speak, it's very admirable, man. It's very, very admirable. Recently, there's been this boom, this Ireland boom, with fighting, MMA, boxing. Where did this come from? It can't all come from Conor McGregor. Like, it's a lot of fighters in a lot of different disciplines who are making, a global impact. What do you attest this to?
We're Irish. Fighting is what we do. It's in the bloodline, it's part of our DNA. If you look down through the years, we come from a nation of fighting men and women. We do it with pride, and we have passion for what we do. At the moment, there's so many young Irish prospects and Irish fighters at the top of their game that it's incredible to be an Irish person, and especially a fight fan. You mentioned Conor McGregor. That man has knocked down the doors for every Irish man, woman, every fighter to, have like a platform to step through those doors, follow in his lead, and see what we can do. we should be trying to expand on what he has laid down. You know, we just have to go from here now and suppose take the load off him.
No, I feel it, man, I'm pretty damn sure you're going to do an amazing job. Do you feel, because that's the one thing about, and I don't want to make this all about McGregor, but like you said, he's made a huge impact. But in that, what made Conor so great, he was able to like take all that pressure, put everything on his shoulders, call his shots, call his rounds, and then deliver. And obviously has risen to, even in his loss over the weekend, at the end of the day, he's still an icon. He's still got $100 million in the bank. But what made him special was to be able to take on that pressure. And how do you feel that going into your career, early in your career?
Yeah, so the pressure is always going to be there. No matter what you do in life, if you want to succeed and hope to become one of the best in the field, pressure is just a part of the job. It just comes with the sport and with life, I suppose. I handle it well. I take a lot of time to focus on my mindset and my mentality and how I cope with those situations. I also put myself in like difficult situations. I got big into endurance running during 2020 when we were in lockdown at home and there wasn't much we could do. In training sessions, I try and get as uncomfortable as I can so that I'm used to that stress and it becomes familiar to me, so that if situations get stressful in life, I know I can endure it. I know I can overcome it because I've been in similar situations before throughout sport, training, and, that plays a massive part. Yeah.
No, I love it, man. I love it. So currently you're in Bangkok, Thailand, training with a pretty prestigious and prominent fight group that usually does MMA, but boxing as well, and working on your striking. What gym is that, and who are some of the people that you're in there training with?
Yeah, so I flew to Thailand a few days ago. I landed in Bangkok. I have to quarantine here for 14 days, and then I'm heading down to Phuket to train at Tiger Muay Thai Gym with some world-class coaches alongside some of the top fighters in the world. I'm training with John Hutchinson, who is a former professional boxer. He is, an MMA coach that loves boxing and always wants to teach boxing. He has taken multiple fighters and world champions to the next level with their striking, and to train with him will be a massive experience. It's truly an honor, and I believe that this camp, will take me to another level. I will learn so much from this experience, and it's just going to benefit me moving forward.
And you said it's about who you surround yourself with. Who are some of the guys fighting out of that gym that you can kind of look at and say, man, I like what I see in this guy. I see the fire in his heart, the intensity, the passion, the work ethic.
Yeah, so the best thing about this gym is there's fighters from all over the world. Because there's so many disciplines under the one roof: boxing, Muay Thai, BJJ, wrestling, CrossFit. You have so many personalities there pushing each other on, and fighters that you'd never be exposed to before. There could be a Russian wrestler and a boxer from Kazakhstan, and they're under the same roof pushing you to be the best version of yourself. In terms of like top level people, Khalil Roundtree, who just fought recently, is there. Peter Yan, who took the title off Aldo. Israel Adesanya spends time there. You have so many, I could list them all day, and just to be in that environment is going to be a priceless experience for a young fighter like myself.
For sure, man. That's awesome. And obviously everybody's been going through this pandemic and COVID and trying to be able to adjust and pivot to the things that are, necessary to, be progressive in their, particular sport or, events that they're trying to get together. Where are you at now as far as getting a fight and putting your skills to the test and becoming 6-0?
It was difficult to cope with 2020 and find a way to move forward. That's why I'm out here in Thailand, because I made myself a promise that by the time 2021 comes, I want to have some sort of solution and some way to move forward towards my goals. So that's why I'm out here. It's just another chance for me to develop and keep growing. In terms of a fight and getting in there, shaking off the ring rust and getting to work, it's as soon as possible. Once I get into camp, I've stayed ready all year. It shouldn't take me long to get back to my peak and be sharp again. When I'm 100% ready, to do myself justice and everyone who supports me, I'll get in that ring. And once the ball's rolling, once I have momentum, I'm going to make up for lost time. I've said that from the beginning, and I'm saying it again. I want to get as many fights as possible, as quickly as possible, and make a statement, make an impact, and show people who I am.
Man, I love it, man. You're an exciting and passionate individual, man, and I'm sure I'll try to get you on my podcast again here soon. Hopefully, you're not too big to reach out to me this time, but I see great things in your future, and it really was a pleasure to be able to talk to you. I really wish you luck in your future endeavors. I feel like it's sky's going to be the limit for you, and I really do look forward to hearing your name and talking to you soon, man.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate those words, and I'm looking forward to doing it again.
All right, my friend. Talk soon, bro.